What's up, great people? We should be live. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below while I do this little setup. If you're rewatching, I definitely appreciate you. Watch is not this one. Go figure. Make sure you guys definitely while I set this last little part up, and we should be ready in a few seconds. Just want to make sure we good to go. But while we waiting, it never hurts to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and drop comments below how you feeling. What new topics is out there to talk about, just in case I missed something. I'm only one person, so I only can find so many clips and things. Alrighty. Hey. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna leave that how that is. Alright, we ready? We are ready. Let's just start. This first video is about no one's pretty in person anywhere, and it's getting hard to ignore. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. What do you think about that? Do you think Instagram is really ruining the real what people really look like in person because they're using all these filters? Which I believe it's definitely some truth to that, because boy, so you'll see somebody on Instagram or Facebook or any of these social medias and then see them in real life, like, bruh. And it's, sometimes it's a lot of that makeup and a bunch of stuff that kind of applies. Let's see what this video talks about.
Crazy.
Your favorite influencers that you look up to and you think that they're gorgeous most of the time are ugly.
Does anyone else notice that the real pretty people on social media aren't that pretty in real life?
Nobody looks the same online as they do in person.
The internet is having a brutal conversation about how people look in person.
Hey, because they, oh, whoa. Who is that? That's definitely not that. I don't know who that is, and I don't know who that is. This can't be real. Let me know. Comment below if this is real or not, because I don't think that's true.
Kaylin Noguera's filter that she posted, and then what we saw on the red carpet, still is my fever dream and my paralysis demon.
And it's not just one person, it's becoming a pattern. The conversation usually starts with the clip of an influencer or celebrity that wasn't filmed under their control. And since it didn't come from their setup, their angles, or their edits, we're seeing what happens when the camera isn't in their favor.
Your favorite?
No, for sure. But that's what they, that's what Max looking, I guess, is what's going on. People is, they feel pretty sells, the best looking thing sells on the internet, I guess.
Influencers that you look up to and you think that they're gorgeous most of the time are ugly, probably 90% of the time.
The think pieces are circulating, the comments are turning into a full analysis, or just straight up bullying.
Who's this? Wait.
That's real though. And what do y'all think about that? Do you think people should be able to do that though? Which, it's...
This is her and her Get Ready With Me, and this is who showed up to the carpet. Miss Hannah Bellfire Noguera.
And now, you look different in person has officially become the new first impression because people are
Oh, man, Lily, you look different. But yeah, you know. But you know, sometimes it can be a good and bad thing. It used to be, I feel like, back in the day, because some people like me, I'm a bad, you know, sometimes I don't really know how to take the angles, and then when you see, you know, me in person, like, oh, you know, you look different, you look better, stuff like that. But nowadays everything is about angles.
meeting your online face before they meet you.
So I went to an influencer event a few months ago, and there was a really big TikToker, and I've been watching her since the pandemic. The thing was when I actually met her in person, I was like, oh my goodness.
And when those two don't match, people take it very personally. In today's video, we're gonna look at what happens when the most honest version of your face turns into the least expected one. Quick disclaimer, I really don't like the idea of creating a video and discussing or critiquing only one person. In this case, Michaela Nogueira. Hence why in every video where I'm talking
I don't know who that is, unfortunately.
about a celebrity or an influencer, I'll include 2, maybe 3 examples because it never gave let's dogpile on one person. But in
I respect that.
this situation, Michaela became such a strong example that once you see it, you won't need another one. So as
You definitely won't, because looking how she looking, this is crazy.
always, let's give grace, but we do run a very strict program over here, so let's keep the comments classy. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give those away for free. You got them days later.
What a day!
Let's take a lot of pictures, okay?
Because your memories are
To my headphones.
important,
All right.
and because they happen only once, they deserve.
They help handle the unexpected. Redo. Clover is a financial app that lets you access up to $400 before payday with no interest, no credit check, and no late fees. The biggest peace of mind is knowing that if something comes up, I'm not stressing or scrambling about how I'm gonna cover it. And it's not that I don't have the money, I just don't like pulling money I already have set aside for something else. I like to stay financially responsible. Whether it's groceries, gas, or just something unexpected, Clover helps bridge that gap without ending up in a worse situation later on. You can wait a few days to receive your advantage or pay a small fee to get it instantly. So if you're short on cash, it's just that back then, people used the lens to witness the person that they've already seen in a very strict program over here, so let's keep. The idea of looking good for the camera was a tale as old as time. We've always wanted to be seen in our best light. It's just that back then, people used the lens to witness the person that they've already seen in person.
When you're out with a beautiful...
Yep. Nice. Nice. I need to look totally different in person. I mean, on the internet, because, you know, at the end of the day, pretty sells, so.
girl, take her picture. You don't have to say anything. Just aim and snap. She'll get the idea. Taking somebody's picture is a really modern way to pay a compliment.
And film didn't give you
Which I need to do more. I was mad I didn't take a picture the other day.
a second chance. There were no screens to check if you blinked, no delete button if you wanted to try that again. The pictures were grainy, sometimes a light leak washed out the whole shot, and you wouldn't even know until you got them days later.
What a day!
Let's take a lot of pictures, okay?
Because your memories are important,
All right.
and because they happen only once, they deserve quality processing.
Let's mail the film tonight, okay?
With convenient Kodak mailers. Just drop in your Kodak color film, stamp, mail to Kodak, and Kodak will mail your prints right to your...
Trying to actively fix it.
The first Instagram photo was of your girlfriend's foot with a stray dog.
Yeah.
But it was maybe the first filter that was even more consequential.
She said, I'm not going to post photos unless I can make them look great, so you probably should add filters. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try making a filter.
How quickly did it become something that you realized could be not just big, but really?
How did she find all this information? This is a good put together video. Now that I want to mention, I did skip past a little bit, but I like how she put this together. Like, this is a good put together video.
Really big.
The way we saw it, we kind of had lightning in a bottle, and it was our job to capture it and to continue to work on it, not screw it up.
As the years went by, Instagram became almost like a digital mirror. It showed us who we were, but it also showed us who we could be. Suddenly, we were seeing filters not only on Instagram, but other platforms like Snapchat and TikTok, and we could blur, smooth, cinch, and eventually create an entirely new face right at our fingertips.
It's like an enhanced.
I never even knew about none of this. This definitely some women stuff. I don't even put filters on.
Right, like you just look like a more put together, cleaner, or less sweaty, or longer eyelashed version of yourself. So that like flawless, kind of superficial look is what all these celebrities are, like you were mentioning, the Kardashians or Jenners will look like with their full faces of makeup. I think it really becomes
They're trying to be following, I guess.
attractive to be able to utilize filters to look that way in an instant.
But what happens when that face is seen from someone else's lens? Well, recently...
It be like that all the time. I know I was following somebody on social, and it was, I think it was somebody that was associated with some people I knew, and I'm walking through the place like, bro, this person look totally different on Instagram than you look in person. Like, geez.
We got a real-time answer.
Michaela Nogueira's makeup looked horrible. Fans keep comparing photos of Michaela at the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary red carpet. This is her and her Get Ready With Me, and this is who showed up to the carpet. Miss Hannah Bellfire Nogueira. We could all act shocked, or we could all just say that we saw the real Michaela Nogueira on the red carpet this night. This look was a disaster all around, from the nail tech to the hairstylist to the makeup artist who, she did her own makeup.
Like, her face looked slimmer and everything. That's crazy.
Even down to the purse and the way that she stacks her jewelry, it screams insecure.
And it became something people found hard to ignore, because it's not just about someone looking different. People are reacting to when the face they know doesn't show up in person or shows up outside of their usual environment.
This is the Skylight calendar. This is our family calendar. This is our to-do list. This is our grocery list. This is...
Hey, how's it going, guys? Good to see you today. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I posted you on TikTok, and it went viral because people said you didn't look like how you look like on...
I know. I'm breaking out right now, so...
I mean, I thought you looked the same. Is there something different I'm missing?
No.
All right, well, good to see you guys.
And the internet has
She didn't look too much different right there. I don't know who that was, but she didn't look too
been
much
discussing Michaela's looks for a very long time now, but it spiraled all over again when she stepped foot on the red carpet of the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary premiere. A woman came on camera, she asked a simple question, and the video went viral from there.
Why doesn't her makeup eat when it's not on her camera? Why doesn't her makeup look how it looks here on everybody else's camera? Maybe it's a filter. What do you guys think? Why doesn't her...
Yeah, that is a crazy difference. I don't even know how them two people are the same. Like, the filters are crazy. Like, just...
makeup look as good as it does.
Angles is something else, though, too.
When it's not on her profile, on her TikTok.
People started noticing that Michaela's usual look wasn't showing up the same once she stepped away from her camera. Her brightly lit, perfectly angled videos weren't lining up with what people were seeing from different angles.
At this point, I don't even know why Michaela still talks to y'all, because once again, y'all have harassed her into turning her comment section off. She is currently going viral for her appearance at the 20th anniversary Hannah Montana special, because her appearance on interviews in front of their cameras looks different than what's on her page. Specifically, people feel like her face and her makeup looks very different. It's not flattering in comparison to what she posts online, and honestly, I think think it's just the difference in camera angles, because everybody swears that they're the baddest on TikTok and Instagram until I go over to your mama's Facebook page and see the real you.
Comments like, it's not her makeup, it's her face, she looks amazing.
Yeah, this. I'm gonna let this kind of play itself. How do y'all feel about that? This, it is what it is. This definitely a woman thing for sure. I think some men probably do it too, and people do it. But I'm not gonna keep on this. It's all right. We can kind of go to the next topic. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Comment below what y'all think about people not being the real them, and on social media and looking completely different is what it is. It's a scrapbook. It's a a highlight reel, and the highlight reel people want to look completely different. So that's our take on that. Not too much of it, but we'll go to our next video. We're gonna start from the beginning though, honestly. I gotta use it.
After a career working for major energy companies, I decided to look into coal, and I realized there was...
Have fun in prison.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this. These black women getting kicked off the plane. These black young women getting kicked off the plane, honestly.
You look good. You're not gonna do nothing.
And she talking about you look good. Bro, like, do you not, like, do you...
Enjoy prison, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
You're gonna...
Trouble at the terminal ends with 3 women in handcuffs, and tonight, police say it all started over.
Like, people do whatever for a clip. When they figure they on camera, they just like, I'm about to turn up. I might as well. I'm about to go viral.
Baggage fees moments before a Philadelphia-bound Frontier flight. Deputies say the trio.
Then I guess at least at the end of it, this not a good thing at all. Like, but they like, I'm riding it out. I'm going to jail with you.
Forced their way onto the plane, and when law enforcement told them to get off the plane, they refused. CBS News.
That's my thing right there. Right there. What did you think when law enforcement tell you to get off the plane, you force your way on the plane? Do you honestly think that, what do you think about to happen? You think you about to be allowed to stay on this plane? Like, I think sometimes people mind, you just got to realize the outcome of this. Like, do you really think they going to allow you to stay on this plane? I'm about to force my way on here and I'm not going nowhere. No, bro, you about to get off this plane. And if you don't get off, we about to get more people to get you off this plane.
News Miami's Anna McAllister is your reporter live at Miami International Airport, where the outbursts happened. Anna?
Lauren, just imagine this. You just boarded your flight, you're waiting to take off, but then 3 people on your flight, they get into it with deputies and the flight staff, and then everyone is forced to deplane, including yourself. Well, that's what happened over the weekend when this Frontier flight was heading to Philadelphia, and these 3 women, they got into it with not only law enforcement, but the staff there. Check out the cell phone video of the moment that these 3 women had to deboard the plane in handcuffs. Check this out.
Yeah, you look good. You're not gonna do nothing. Enjoy prison, baby.
This is so ghetto. Low-hanging fruit, so stupid, so silly. And unfortunately, it also devalues the airlines, right? Because Frontier has developed a similar reputation to Spirit Airlines in that it is the ghetto airlines where you'll often see some of the most egregious things, such as what you just witnessed right here. And so these women don't have any self-respect, all 3 of them. Now they're facing charges.
Well, he don't know if all 3 of them don't got no self-respect. That's just assuming, on that side of it. He do a lot of stuff.
And
but you got to do what you got to do to make content.
Reputations of these airlines continue to take a hit, Frontier and then Spirit. And a lot of times, I even seen in the comments that they said, why is Spirit on my Frontier? So What I've learned is that even when these type of incidents happen on other airlines, it's not taken the same way because they like, well, why are you even here? Why are you on this airline? One of the problems and one of the reasons is because when you do get these type of situations, it happens with the lowest common denominator, and it's because the barrier to access to entry is much lower. So when you actually lower the amount,
Yeah, you know, like he's saying, you know, you pay for what you get.
That it costs for you to get over into the next place, this airline in particular.
But, you know, anything can happen anywhere, though, too, in some senses, though, too.
Then you're going to invite the lowest common denominator, right? You're going to invite the riffraff a lot of times because they don't have the resources to be able to do certain other things. Whereas, and I'm not saying that Delta is so expensive and awesome, but they have developed a much greater reputation. So I'm going to use them as an example, right? When you take a Delta, right, they don't nickel and dime you to death. The price is the price. They also have a great experience. I'm a Diamond Medallion member now, and it costs a lot more sometimes for you to have certain experiences. And it's kind of like riding first class versus riding coach as far as comparing airlines. You don't see the same type of characters. You don't experience the same type of things because they have a greater barrier to entry. It's going to cost more. It's the reason why a lot of buildings or a lot of environments, you're not necessarily paying for the house. You're paying for the land.
Definitely paying for the neighborhood. You definitely don't pay for the house. You're paying for, you know, the comfortability of where it's located at.
And the land is much more expensive, and that's why it prices you out, because if you don't make a certain amount of money, or if you don't have a certain net worth, then you won't be able to maintain staying in that same place because you don't generate that type of revenue, right? So it prices out the riffraff. And a lot of times, people that have money and have resources, it's not necessarily just about the money. It's about the fact that they want a certain experience. They want a certain lifestyle. They want a certain way in which they can operate where they don't have to worry about certain things. And that peace of mind is what they're paying for. So again, when you seeing these women moving the way they move and operating the way they operating and twerking, and they didn't just get arrested.
That don't make no sense. And then you can be kicked off and you can be on a no-fly list. You ain't even thinking. You ain't even thinking about the next thing. And you ain't even thinking about your friends. Like, the whole story not on here. So I don't like to, you know, tell a tale from, you know, when you can't see everything. But it displays itself getting dragged off the plane. It kind of tells a story within itself, to be honest.
Because it was ghetto. They showed you how ghetto they were after they got arrested. And the twerking and the disrespect or whatever. And again, let me say one more thing. The one thing that you don't want to get is you don't want to be on a no-fly list. You don't want to be on a no-fly list. I think this was from Philly to Miami or Miami to Philly, one or the other. But you don't want to be on a no-fly list. So it ain't worth it to be ghetto. It ain't worth it to be ratchet. Like, leave that junk where you got it from, and you know, don't nobody want to have to experience. Even if you just want to talk about regular, everyday people that choose to fly whatever airline. I don't mind. I've never flown Frontier, and I don't mind flying it. I've never flown Frontier, but I wouldn't mind flying Spirit. I've flown Spirit before, a couple different times. It's especially for super short flights. I have flew from Spirit from Tampa to Miami. And
you just got some people that just ruin the experience for, you know, other people. Everybody, you know, I feel like do just need to respect everybody's space and understand, you know, it just come down to if you wanna do business with people, this not your business. And then at the end of the day, this not their business. They enforcing the rules. If you want to do business, you can't do business your way. It's not your business. It's not, you know, your stuff. If they saying this is not that, even if you feel like it's right, go do it, you know, go do what they say, because it's not your rules. Or don't fly on a plane. You know, like this not your plane. This not none of your stuff. All you did was pay to be on there, and that's all you know, that's all they, you know, for you to be on. Just be on there and right there. Even if you got away with it the first time, that don't matter. And that could have been the case where they felt like, hey, they let me put these, these bags on this plane when I got here. Why do I gotta pay for it now that I'm leaving? That ain't, it don't matter. It's rules is rules. Different, they apply no matter how you feel. If it's that, it's that. Don't go to jail because you want to make new rules or stuff. That's just how it is sometimes.
It was only like a 40-minute flight, and I didn't even have any luggage. But it was it's a plane. It gets you to and from where you need to go. You don't always have to fly the top of the line or all of this other stuff. So it's nothing wrong with these airlines per se, but it's the people that have ghettoed up the reputation.
I'm trying to pay off your loan.
I gotta use the bathroom.
You sound like a psycho, I swear to God.
I'm calling you.
This happened last night at MIA after 26-year-old Devonna Cochran, 21-year-old Diajana Cochran, and 30-year-old Nafisa Dockery refused to get off their Frontier flight. Now, according to the arrest reports, it all started after a Frontier worker told them they would have to pay for their baggage. Investigators say that they refused and then got into an argument with the employee. After the employee told them that they would not be allowed on the plane unless they paid for their baggage, they stormed onto the plane. Deputies were called. They went.
That's my thing right there. Like, bro, did you honestly think they were going to let you stay on this plane? Just the thought process behind it. They had to be a little tipsy or something, because that don't even make sense. Did you honestly think after you got there on a plane and got in your seat that they was going to let you be on there? And at the end of the day, it don't matter if you was able to fly there with your bags and you didn't have to pay for them. It don't matter. This person feels like you got to pay for your bags. It is what it is. If you ain't got the money, you shouldn't have went on a trip. You should have extra money.
Onto the plane, and they told the three of them that they had to get off.
But, people like, oh, it's life. I want to turn up even though if I only got 2 pennies.
Well, the arrest report states that the deputies, they asked them multiple times, but they refused. Law enforcement was then forced to have the entire plane evacuate in order to arrest this trio. And during the struggle, deputies say that Dockery spit on a woman. And we showed Frontier passengers the video of the women being escorted off the plane. Here's the reaction.
It's really crazy. Like, it's disturbing, because why are you acting like this towards the workers? I mean, you know the rules and regulations. When you read the flight, they give you all the information, the rules. You know you're supposed to pay for baggage. Why act like this? That's insane.
He's right.
The group is charged with battery, trespassing after a warning, and resisting an officer. They're expected to appear in bond court.
Do they not fit the description? They absolutely, positively fit the description. They fit the description of ghetto, hood rat, and they.
I disagree. Like I'm not by just looking at the face, by looking at their actions or what they did. I can agree.
They just give you all of the stereotypes, and they just confirm everything right then and there.
Tomorrow, and we did reach out to Frontier and MIA for their statements, and we're waiting to hear back. But for now, reporting live from MIA, Anna McAllister, CBS News, Miami.
Now at 7, an outburst at the...
But it's definitely crazy. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below. What do y'all think about this? And I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, let's go to the next video.
From food-grade lubricants to LED lighting and every product in between, all in one.
Don't like when people put too.
Hold on. There you go.
So there was an interview between Andrew Callahan's Channel 5.
Few hits. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Looks magazine is this obsession that now a lot of like younger people have.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this look accent right here.
With like changing their face, and because life probably isn't worth living if you not looks man.
Is what something I experience is like it's a mega waste of time. Say you were to do like a bowling date with a girl and you weren't streaming it, like that's just the most ridiculous.
What about like,
you know something? I do understand what he's saying, but at the same time, you still gotta, different people got different things. His mind right now. Oh, geez, his mind right now is so stuck in the grind of streaming and want to be one of the biggest streamers. I can understand why he's saying what he's saying. But at the same time, too, it's like, you can do this without being on stream, too. But I do feel him, to be honest.
What did he say? I love the way this pendulum swings. Because before it was like fucking Bugatti and Bugatti and like 7 women at the same time and hundreds of ladies and 50 bodies before. And now, if you're not streaming it, like it's a waste of time. What the fuck is the point of dates?
Well, because you gotta understand, only a streamer will really understand what he's saying, to be honest. Somebody that live and breathe streaming will understand what he's saying.
The way we move from one extreme to the other fascinates.
Well, from one waste of time to another.
connecting with her because like you like her or something like that, like maybe you want to start a family.
But where's the ROI in that?
Sorry, what's ROI?
Return on.
I understand that. Where is it? If I get a return on investment and people, willing to watch me do this, then why wouldn't I?
Investment. Like where's the ROI?
He's talking about, that's like looks real estate. What's investment? Like people don't like you. I'm gonna spend time with people I like. Well, what's the point in that?
I mean, maybe you have kids and you can mold your kid into like a Tiger Woods type, like little golf player or something, and then he could provide for you. So when you get old, you don't gotta go to a nursing home, and he can like make sure you're taken care of.
Just leech off your kid, like those,
like you want when
those
you're
people who put the kids on the TikTok live, like
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like that's
but
just
young. He's still a kid himself, so he don't understand.
Cool.
So the main goal of looks maxing is not to get girls; it's to feel good about yourself.
No, it's just to be successful in general. It's not about feeling good. It's about real results. And this is a completely objective thing. This isn't my opinion. In interviews, there's a huge bias towards good-looking people. In dating, obviously, a huge bias towards good-looking people. So,
You're not lying. He's not lying. This is a huge bias towards good-looking people.
Objectively, you could hate me as a content creator, but realize like the value in what I'm talking about.
What do you think are the main things that men are suffering from in 2026?
Economic struggle, lack of success in the dating market, hypergamy. I think you're going to be wasting your time entering the dating market until you are maximized.
You mentioned that alcohol is like a slop of the masses.
I agree too. I agree. I disagree and I agree. I don't necessarily agree, but at the same time, if you're not... Actually, I don't agree. I'm kind of in the middle of that. I don't agree and I do agree, somewhat. because I actually don't feel like you need all of that to be in the dating market. I do think it's women out here that just, that's cool with, a regular and simple life. You just got to know how to find them type of women. You just got to be, you just got to know how to, attract them type of women. He's so young, he's so young. He don't understand nothing about life, to be honest, yet. And he was so provided for too, that he definitely don't understand a lot. And he only understand, trying to be, he in the grind. So it's kind of, it's a lot of mix up.
And that dating is a waste of time.
Well, no, I just said the exposure should be limited, right? So like if you're someone who just has a drink when they go out to lunch with their buddies, it's like, okay, you are just causing, oxidative stress to your body for literally no reason. Because the way that I think about it is, being super results driven, right? Mm-hmm. So like actually being able to talk to girls, potentially like, get a girl to go home with you, like that's an example of, okay, maybe the oxidative stress could be justified because.
Do you guys understand why I'm staring a little bit confused? I'm just trying to understand like the cohesiveness of this worldview. Dating is like a waste of time. What's the ROI? But you want to look smacks and it's proven to work because of dating and you get better results. And if you're going to drink, it's a waste of time. But if you're going to drink, it should be good because, drinking is like poison. It's bad for you. But if you're going to justify it, it's because you're going on a date. You want to take a girl home, so you need to drink to just loosen up. So it's like.
If you were actually smart, you would realize the purpose of alcohol is to lower your inhibitions to talk to girls. So that's the only time in which it makes sense to leverage such a toxic drug. Don't like when people put too much focus on like getting girls as the reason that they look smacks.
But you just said it's the only.
Yeah, he just be talking. He definitely just be talking. And that's definitely what he just said. But like I said, he's young, and he's this is his experience. Everybody do deserve their own opinion. I respect everybody's opinion, and everybody deserve their own opinion on what life is for them, because it's different for all of us.
The reason worth drinking, which you said is like a poison. You don't like to make it a big emphasis, but you are saying I will poison myself to talk to girls. Well, what do you think you're telling viewers? And it doesn't get lost on me how often I'll see these dudes with like 30 women in a car and they're just like, maybe this is contradictory. There's a point where you have so many women around you, it starts to look gay.
Spend time with your girl, that's gay. Spend time with your boys, the rip away. No, I don't want the women, no.
Do you get what I'm saying? It starts to look like you're performing. It's like when someone comes to me, it's like, I love. No, you don't understand how many I love movies. I'm like, word. And then I go into this man's place and he got 100 screens playing movies at the same time. I'm like, you don't love movies. That's not the way you would watch movies. 100 movies at the same time, 130. You look like you're performing.
It is a performance because when the.
I disagree. But it is a performance though, because they know women sell.
Recreationally for the most part.
Reasonable, right? So I wanted to keep playing because like at least he gets a little bit reasonable.
That would appear super hypocritical because I do it a good amount. It's just something that I utilize for my work, for my content, because I can't really like function around people too well or be super entertaining in my sober state.
What drug?
Good Lord, this guy looks so dorky when he's out and about. I'll say, one of the funniest things is like if you guys look up a lot of this guy's content, like a good portion of it is just him with women. This next part,
but that's a good portion of a lot of people content, to be honest. That's what the world of streaming is finding a pretty girl to stream with and talk to.
It went viral.
I'm not really a cupcake, but I am super baked thanks to Mood Can.
Mood is third-party tested.
I think people are scared to make friends now too. Screen time's at an all-time high. People aren't really going out. Community's kind of in collapse. Less people have real friends.
I don't know the relevance of that.
What do you mean?
What's the relevance of that? It's
like what's kind of what you were just talking about?
Not at all. I was just talking about pharmacology.
Oh yeah, but I'm kind of getting into your goal is to help people ascend, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, what's the value there? I mean,
Okay, so in his defense, people saw this clip and then they lost their minds. But it's true that first 13 minutes, I remember listening to this interview after seeing the clip. I just listened to it raw. And when I was watching it, they were talking about like peptides and GHB1 and everything. And then Andrew drops his question, and then you see him go like, what's the relevance? It is an abrupt change. I understand where Andrew's trying to go to the deeper philosophical question of where you want this movement to go. And then this guy kind of freezes up a little bit. He's like, why would you switch to like people having no connection or whatever?
what's the value there? I mean,
In engaging with people in real life?
yeah, I mean, there's really not that many people that are worth interacting with, I would say.
What do you mean?
Unfortunately, I do agree with that, because people be people, and bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
What do you mean?
Like, most people are extremely jester. I would say the average person that you meet who's like an enjoyer of sports, who drinks beer, for example, you know, let's go have a beer at the pub and watch Sunday football. Like, that's the worst thing that you could do. Like, you should be on PubMed reading various different studies on how you could look smacks.
You don't think there's any value in like social interaction with people?
But that's how he get most of his streaming money, though.
I wouldn't say people in general.
Can I just say, if there's any proof that like
He not really making sense, to be honest. Like, he don't understand what he doing and how he doing it is like that's like, you know, you saying it ain't no point to it, but you streaming and that's what you doing. You streaming doing that. What are you streaming and doing?
being attractive is important. This guy's one of the most boring, most like dull people to listen to. Zero inflection in his voice. Doesn't look like he knows how to have fun in public. But
Yes,
he's
he does.
incredibly popular, right? He's going like, oh my God, it's so fucking loserish to go to your friends with the.
He just got the time and money. That's time, money, and resources do a lot for you in this day and age.
Go to the pub with your friends. You should be on PubMed researching how to be more attractive.
As
Why
a
are you
result
trying to be more attractive?
of not touching grass. That's what happens. That is the reason. If you don't go out there to live real life, you don't see the relevance in having connection. I call it COVID babies, but it's more than that.
Your social experience in school, though, how was that?
I mean, what age range are we talking about?
I guess like right
You're
around.
not even nowhere near a COVID baby. Nowhere near. It's just the day and age of social media, and it's just a streaming world. It's really just understanding most people is phony. He just don't know how to express that.
13, 14 is what
And you don't want to have to deal with the phoniness of people.
I'm thinking.
Well, that would have been during the pandemic, so I was in online school.
Oh shit. How do you think that being in online school, transformed your experience during that time?
Well, obviously you're not interacting with anyone. So
Yeah.
you're just like Ladaring.
But I mean, was that
I know preacher's gonna say that, but I did have this in my notes. And you know what he said? He said, I wasn't interacting with people. He's like, what were you doing? He said, Ladaring.
Obviously you're not interacting with anyone. So
Yeah.
you're just like Ladaring.
You don't know what Ladaring is? Ladaring is laying down and rotting.
I'm pretty sure that in 5 years there's gonna be a baby. What's your name, Ladaring? Ladaring.
Wait, that's
Washington?
already a name in some parts of the South.
But no, I don't necessarily agree with they saying, because you only was out of school for 1 year. So
I guarantee you.
Ladaring, Washington.
There's an NFL player with that name right now.
sort of fell into the looks maxing community?
Around that time, actually, yeah.
So like Preach said, he ended up going into the looks maxing community around the pandemic when he was a Ladaring.
When I first started lifting, and then I got really into, pharmacology and
Steroids, essentially, okay? But
Pharmacology. He calls it pharmacology.
that's a technical term.
Yeah. During the pandemic, I was big on landscaping. I started smoking weed. Pharmacology is wild, my God.
yeah, I'm gonna end this right here. They, I understand their point, and I understand his point too. Like, their generation is used to what they used to, and his generation is used to what he used to. And I might be their age. I think I'm a little bit younger than them, because I kind of understand I don't even know how to say his name. I understand him a little bit more than they would. He wasn't in the pandemic, time that long. They was only out of school for a year, so he didn't but I do understand. I do understand it, So, what y'all think about it? What y'all think about Luke Maxson? What y'all think about the world and how it is? And I feel like it's the world is so people are so phony. I understand why you don't want to be around people sometimes, because you just there laughing and joking, and then the next minute they talking smack or they do you dirty right there. So online they just commenting, and you can turn off your comments. You can not read your comments. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this topic.
Welcome to the new generation of web creation.
How you doing?
Good. I guess you got to pay your bill?
I'm about to get the guy who's going to pay it.
Who's the guy?
Which is crazy. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. This guy is trying to get his friend to pay the bill. He's trying to leave the restaurant and get his friend to pay the bill, which is crazy. Why?
Steven Smith.
Why eat somewhere if you can't pay the bill? Let me know.
Okay, where's he at?
I'm about to go get him right now.
You can't leave the restaurant.
You can identify yourself and let them know.
And you should have did it. You should have did it the right way. You should have just left.
You are, but you can't leave without it. So let's walk back inside and we'll talk in there. Let's talk.
No, we're talking right here. Hey, we're talking right here.
How much?
Hey, Jeff.
I was just about to say, how much did you receive? Can I give something as collateral? Your ID. No. And then if I can give ID, can I give a key? This isn't a negotiation. It is.
No, you gotta pay the bill.
Something. It is not. It is. No, you're wrong. So
see, that's another thing, bro. Stop making rules up when this is not your restaurant. You ate the food or drunk the drinks. You don't create the rules right here, bro. Pay your bill.
So it is not. What I'm saying is, I just saw. It doesn't matter. What you're saying now doesn't matter. This is not our first day here. I understand that. You have enjoyed a product. I have. And you haven't paid for it. I have. And no, there's no and. There's no anything else. There's no anything else and.
Get Alex and just
I'm just letting you know. What's your first name? Look, go. No. Okay. Won't be doing that either. Go get him. Nope.
So he owes $50-something. He's trying to leave the bar without paying. He says he's got a buddy, and his buddy is nowhere here. He's arguing. He doesn't pay his bill. He said he's got a buddy down there who's gonna help him pay the bill, but.
All right, where's your buddy at?
Buddy down there.
Because I still got to get in contact with him.
So you don't have a friend here, do you? Nah, we don't. We both know that. You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have many.
You have one here to pay your bill?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Y'all get him? He'll come here. That's true. That's what I'm saying. Let me go get my friend. No. No, go get him. Go get him. He'll come pay it, and I'll walk out. I refuse to give that.
Okay, so let's.
Well, why did you do that though?
Yo,
why did you eat at this restaurant? And then if you're gonna walk out and dash, you better walk out and dash of a busy restaurant. This restaurant empty. I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying do it, and I wouldn't do it. But if you're gonna do it somewhere, do it in a busy restaurant where they can't notice one person leave.
This is so irresponsible and disrespectful. And he's so calm and cool and collected about it. He think that
he making me think that it's believable a little bit.
He in the right. Like on first watch, you would think that, hey, you know what? Maybe he is right. You know what I'm saying? The level of manipulation while you're calm, you go into a restaurant, you order a meal, P.F. Chang's in particular, you order a meal, and now you sitting here walking around like they're expected to walk you out so you can go and get a friend, which obviously I don't believe it, and I'm reacting to this in real time. So it's not like I know what's going to happen right away.
Yeah, no, for sure. And hopefully you do go get a friend or something. I don't know.
But he's talking like, yo, let me go get a friend. Let me go get my friend. I have plenty. You're in the airport, buddy. I'm looking at the baggage claim and all of that and the rental cars. and everything like that that's over there. Now, I'm not sure exactly what
That wasn't smart. For sure wasn't smart.
airport that this is. I can't tell right off the top of my hand.
This happened last year, though, too.
But you're in the airport. You enjoy the service. You went in there without no money. You didn't have no cash, no money, no moolah, no nothing. I don't even know if he got ID. I don't know if he got a wallet. You walked in there. You never even told the police.
Like, how? How do you go in there without no money, no nothing? Well, no ID, with nothing. What was you expecting? That's why I say if he was gonna do that, then at least do it somewhere that's super busy, so they barely notice you.
Police officers, hey, I forgot my wallet. Everything was supposed to be cool and under that. Nope. You just walked in there, enjoyed a meal, didn't tip, had forced them to call the police. Now the police, the airport police, is interacting with you. And see, this is one of the benefits of being at the airport as a business, because when you have to deal with it, you know, at a regular standalone business, along a corridor or along the main street or whatever, you got a major restaurant, and people can dine and dash. Now you have to depend on social media, cameras, file a police report, and police may not show up immediately until after everything is already done. Apparently, they had identified this guy as a culprit. They were right. As he's walking out, right, they try to give him the bill. He don't pay the bill. As he's walking out, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't pay the bill, and now he's trying to finesse the police to go on a wild goose chase while he scrum up some kind of excuse on why he is being irresponsible.
The receipt, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know how much it costs. It costs.
Whatever.
Like, you just was ordering shit. Like, I don't know how much what you mean you don't know how much it costs? You was just ordering shit. You was just getting stuff. Like, hey, put it up. Somebody gonna pay for it.
Costs. Whatever it costs.
Okay.
It will get paid.
Okay.
I told him that before I ate anything. I said, look, I have a friend. Him.
Okay.
I said, look, I have a friend who, once I'm finished eating, he's gonna come pay for it, and we're gonna be good. Is that all right?
Okay.
He said, yes, I'll take your word for it. Then he said, do I need a license? I said, no, I'm not gonna give you my license, but you can have my key. Because if you have my key, I can't drive away.
Okay.
He said, okay, I'll take your word.
But you're at the airport, though, so. Hold on. And he probably was thinking your friend was gonna come and he probably was thinking your friend was gonna come to the restaurant with you.
So I'm upholding my part, uphold his part.
Okay.
So y'all should get on him.
Let's correct it, because you're just not gonna talk. You're not upholding your
But
part. You're not
hold
paying
on,
your
hold on.
bill.
I don't want to hear.
It doesn't matter what you want.
Like, bruh, like, you trying to make your own rules, and he's still calm, though. And seem like you say, he seemed like he not wrong.
What are you at the airport for? Why are you here?
I'm flying out.
Where?
Where's your ticket?
You about to be going to jail.
Don't have one.
Okay, you have no business here.
No, they're gonna give it to me when I
So you
get
pretty
to
much
the
you came here to
airline.
rip the place off, get a free meal out of it.
No,
and
they
then take off. Am I right?
Look, that's off topic.
That's what?
That's off topic.
That's the only topic.
He talking about, he talking about that's off topic. How is that off topic, bro? He trying to finagle his way out of it. I'll tell you that.
So y'all can escort me.
No, we're not going to escort you anywhere.
Hold on.
Listen, you're not going to determine what happens here.
He talking about he's the boss. I'm telling y'all what's gonna happen.
No, you're either going to pay the bill.
He tipsy.
I can stay right here.
Okay.
Y'all go get him.
Okay.
Because I'm upholding my part.
Okay.
He need to uphold his.
That's not our responsibility to do that, okay? You came to this business to eat,
and
you have to pay what you have to pay.
Why don't he call his friend to come and pay the bill? Why don't he just get on the phone and say, hey, bro, can you come over here and take care of this, please?
Now, if you let me talk, we can work with you. But you keep talking over me. Listen,
negotiated.
you keep talking over me, and we're not going to get anywhere.
I negotiated.
We're not negotiating anything.
The manager. The manager agreed.
I don't care about the manager. You're talking to me right now. Okay, I'm telling you what's
He's doing too much talking.
You're not telling me.
I am telling you, because if you refuse to pay this.
Right there. You doing way said that's since he trying to finagle out of it, so he trying to talk his way out of it.
Bill, you're going to jail tonight.
I never said I was going to refuse.
Okay. So if you let me talk.
So let me talk.
No, if you let me talk, I'm not going to let you talk because you're not listening to me.
So
what an a-hole.
Told him he gave him this stuff. He said that his friend was bringing everything here.
Yeah, to pay the bill. So, but if you let me speak, we can figure this out. Here's what I'm willing to do. If you're gonna go look for your friend, you're gonna keep talking over me, and I'm just gonna shut up, and we're gonna deal with the other way.
Talk with him.
I'm not talking with him. I'm talking with you. Are you gonna listen to me?
Talk with him.
No, I'm not talking with him.
I would just arrest him
If you want to find your friend,
talk with him.
No.
I made a deal with him, not you.
I don't care what you made a deal with him or not.
And I don't care what you got to do with
Well,
me.
you should. You
don't.
really should.
I don't.
All right. Well, so you're listen.
Talk with
As
him.
of right now, you're not free to leave. You're gonna stay right here, okay?
Talk with him.
You understand that?
Talk with him.
You're not free to leave, so stay right here. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, he got a lot of patience.
That's the sound of an American oil company hard at work. Want to be a part of it? Listen up.
Adam Ferrari, and I'm the CEO.
Yeah.
131. Hey.
Well, so much for that.
All right, well, he's getting
Jail,
arrested.
buddy.
All right, so you guys gonna have to prosecute now because he's under arrest. We're prosecuting. What changed? I was on the phone. What changed?
He went to go talk to him and told him not to go anywhere, and then he started walking away.
Perfect.
So we're about to go move him back over here.
Yeah, he's being detained and he's trying to leave.
I need a ride.
You can keep guessing. Y'all gonna put me on my flight to Senegal?
No.
What?
Yeah, you're not letting me get it.
That's the only reason I came here for.
You came to eat too. You didn't pay for it.
I did come to eat too. Yeah. It was it wasn't good actually.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Who goes to the airport to go to a restaurant to get a free meal with first of all, who's at the airport with no money? No card, no money, none of that.
No, nothing.
You just in a t-shirt, chilling out, hanging out. You ain't got no bags. You ain't got no.
You're not smart at all. What the things people be doing, bro? You would think, like, what common sense do you got? Like, this the restaurant you want to dash on? In the airport? You thought you was going to get away with this? He could have if it was super busy.
You ain't got nothing.
But they dead. You the only person in there.
You ain't got nothing. You just in the airport just winging
You
it.
talking about, I told my friend that's over there, like, you got a cell phone in your hand.
Because you got to pay when you come in, or you got to have ready to.
Or you have to communicate, which I did.
No,
So on my
I wish
part,
you weren't mistaken so badly.
I did what you would do tonight.
You have a car engine?
Yeah.
He talking about, or you got to communicate. No, bro. Ain't no communicating shit. This bill is due when it's due.
Tried to work with him too, and he didn't want to work with him.
Yeah,
What airport is this,
They gonna
y'all?
press charges?
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Hello. So we need to know before we continue on with what we're doing here. If you guys are not going to press charges, then we're not going to do anything about it. Okay. If you're going to press charges, then we can get them for theft. But that's totally up to you guys. We don't have the authority to prosecute. Alrighty. Oh, here you go. Just let me know what's going to happen.
27 patrol status.
Well, so much for that
Talk
idea.
to my lawyer.
Okay.
Feel
I'm not going to tell you again. Lean against the car.
Feel where you want to feel.
Stop. Lean forward and relax.
Feel where you want to feel.
Good. Get inside the car for me.
Yeah, that part.
Watch your head getting in.
Put it on. There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's see.
He's still talking.
Let's go.
Still talking.
Oh, she here right now?
I think so. I would assume. No, this the waiter or the bartender.
And a lot of times what people don't understand is that this come out of their paycheck, right? This come out of whoever your server or your bartender's paycheck.
I don't think it was him. It was it might have been somebody else here. Hey, who was the waiter? Okay. Yeah. So were you the waiter for him? Okay. Can you just tell me what happened?
Basically, exactly what he was saying to you guys. He was just repeating the same thing to me. He sat down and he said that guy from the NBA, this reporter guy that he was talking to, was coming back to pay for his food.
Okay.
So he sits down, he goes, I want the most expensive drink, I want the most expensive food, and that's basically what me and George talked to. We're like, hey.
So did he told you that
Some
before
guy
you
from
ordered
the
the food
NBA
that somebody was going to come and pay
Yes,
for it?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Clearly, I don't think that's happening because I try to even give him a chance to go find this person, but he wasn't having it. So.
No, but Joel even asked him for his ID. He
Yeah.
was like,
So that's
"Give
what we
my
were gonna
key."
do. I said, hey, look, that was what I was gonna say. Is, hey, give me your ID. We'll go walk, find this guy. Because sometimes it's people are telling the truth, but he didn't want to do that either. So. This is my corporal right here. He's my supervisor. He's gonna give you a piece of paper. Just write down exactly what you told me on there, and we're gonna use that as a witness.
Why would you go anywhere? I don't care. Let's say hypothetically that he's telling the truth.
No, that's crazy. He probably not telling the truth though. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think about this.
Honey, look who's here. Heard you got a new deck.
Wow, is that our deck?
Yeah, it's a deck warming gift. Took several hours to get the icing right.
With decorators, the neighbors will notice. Decorators, stand out.
The newly released video shows Tiger Woods perform.
This is so crazy. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think about that rich privilege. When you rich, you can do whatever you want. Cause when you investigating for being a drunk driver, they not letting you walk away as much as they let him walk away.
Performing a series of sobriety tests.
Like he got in an accident.
Perfect.
And the moment deputies handcuff him.
So at this time, I do believe your normal faculties are impaired, okay? And you're under the unknown substance, okay? So at this time, you're under arrest for DUI, yes, sir.
Allegedly finding 2 opioid pills in his
They did make it seem like he got arrested the next day, but he got arrested the same day.
pocket.
That's a narco.
It's narco?
Yep.
Okay.
Tonight, Florida's Martin County Sheriff releasing hours of footage from the star golfer's
Yeah, I didn't see the hours. This don't lead to clip.
DUI arrest.
This is fun.
This is fun. Okay. Like you just good.
Here he describes the moment he hit a truck's trailer.
Looked down my phone, and all of a sudden, boom.
Then there's an apparent.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been speeding. That's the only. You shouldn't have been speeding, or you shouldn't have been on your phone. Come on, look down. It was over.
Phone call with President Trump.
Thank you so much. All right, you got it. All right, thank you. Bye.
Like literally able to walk away from the scene after he was in the accident. I'm guessing this is before they did the drunk driving test.
Just keep you down here with us, please.
Yeah, I was just talking to the president.
In the
I'm talking about, yeah, I was just talking to the president. So, but I guess you can do whatever you want to do when you're rich.
videos, Woods has constant hiccups and repeatedly shakes his head. During those field sobriety tests, at times he struggles with the deputy's instructions.
Try not to move your head, okay?
You have the hiccups.
Earlier, Woods' manager asked investigators for help retrieving the star golfer's clubs, including his priceless putter.
I've won 14 majors with it.
Are you golfing in the Masters this year?
Hoping to.
You talking about depending on y'all? Nah, bro, this depended on you. You shouldn't even put us in this situation.
Depends on y'all.
Yeah. Don't depend on me.
First responders later smashing his SUV's window to retrieve that putter. Woods' manager showing it off.
Nice piece of history right there, huh?
Once handcuffed in the back of a
He
squad
a piece of history. Way that he acting.
car, Woods yawns, closing his eyes.
Oh, what do y'all think like he deserved though? Like, 'cause this is crazy.
He's since pleaded not guilty and said he's stepping away for treatment.
All right, Jesse Kirsch joins us now.
How many times? How many times are you gonna step away for treatment though? Like, how many times do you gotta step away for treatment? It's crazy. Like, how many times do you get away with just doing whatever you want to do? And then you feel like, oh, let me just call the president. Let me see if he can get me out of this.
Live. Jesse, in that video, you also hear police speak to the other driver. What does he tell them?
Yeah, Tom, at one point that driver tells investigators that Woods was approaching, quote, so fast, but later that driver says Woods was coming up at a, quote, normal speed. Tom?
Yep. Why? Why did he say that? Because he figured out who he was. And then Woods like, hey, let me break you off a few. Let me break you off a few dollars. Let me get you together. You ain't got to worry about nothing. It's crazy, man. Like, what do you know? You can't just keep, you can't keep doing whatever you want to do. Like, I don't even know, like, bro, money don't solve your problems. But, what problems what you have, bro, that you can't, that you can't do the majors, but it's, that drives the competition of it. Like, why don't you have a driver? And why don't you have people around you telling you, bro, you need a driver? You don't even need, you can do this and not drive. You can afford a driver. Like, get you a driver, bruh. Like, you don't need to be driving. And which this should be the, you shouldn't be driving. Get you a driver. You take the pills you want to take, drink the drink you want to drink, because it's your life and you choose the way you want to live it. Do what you got to do, but don't put other people's lives in risk of, because you want to do what you want to do. Like, get you a driver, bro. You want to be under the influence and you want to be on your phone. Let me look down on my phone while I'm under the influence. Like, in the morning time, though, that's really the kicker, though, too. Like, bro, this is earlier in the day. Like, I don't know if it was the pills, which it could have been, or I don't know, but bruh, he had the hiccup, so it looked like it was, alcohol that was probably involved. But bro, get a driver. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Get a driver. You can do whatever you want to do. So that's kind of my take on that. Let me know how y'all think. Let me know if y'all watched the whole videos. What did I miss out of the videos? Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below.
Hair buckle bears. Ooh, I love these. The ones where I chew it, the fruitier and fruitier it gets. I'm gonna sit this one out. It tastes so good.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys.
Yes.
We're going back to the moon.
I didn't know.
We're going back to the moon, people. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. I've been actually really interested in this moon talk, this Mars talk. You're not gonna talk Mars, but this stuff been kind of interesting me right now.
I've been in the first place.
NASA.
All right, NASA's going back to the moon.
Yes. Let's back up a little.
All right.
Okay. The first and only other time we went to the moon was the Apollo program.
Correct.
As you know, we went to the moon 9 times.
We faked it 9 times.
That's the thing I did not know. But I guess I wasn't born, so I really wouldn't know. But I didn't know we went 9 times.
Not even in my marriage has that much faking taken place.
Apollo 8.
Well, you never know, bro.
8.
Okay.
Went to the moon, orbited, and came back.
Okay.
Took that famous picture of Earthrise over the landscape.
That's right.
Apollo 10.
Okay.
Went to the
What is Apollo 1, 2, 3, 4? How we skip all the other ones?
moon, orbited the moon, deployed the lander, and then came back up.
Right.
So that's Apollo 10.
Right.
Apollo 11, everyone remembers. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, walk on the moon.
Right.
They leave Michael Collins up in the capsule.
Just left him up there. Didn't even give him the opportunity to go down later and check it out for himself.
Was he driving it, I guess? Or he had to make sure everything stayed straight. Or they couldn't, or I guess they couldn't probably leave it or something.
It's in the plan. These are professionals.
That is rough. Yeah, I mean, you gonna make me the chauffeur?
Go to the moon.
You gonna make me?
Hey, I'll take it. You still get to see it.
The
Come back,
moon
don't even
chauffeur.
land.
I didn't even get
the moon chauffeur.
I'm the moon chauffeur.
Then there's Apollo 12, Apollo 13, the ill-fated one.
Right.
Whole Hollywood movie on that, directed by Ron Howard. And then Apollo 14, 15, 16, and 17. All right. Why did we go? We're Americans. We're explorers. It's in our DNA, is what we are told.
Right.
That's not why we went. That's not why we went.
No, why do we go?
You could want to go for those reasons, but that's not what makes
what
we write a check.
Yeah, exactly.
Who writes the checks? Congress writes the checks.
Right.
You got to spook Congress somehow into writing the check. So Kennedy says,
we go to the moon and do this, that, and the other thing because it is hard.
So Yuri Gagarin comes out of orbit.
Okay. Right.
First man in space.
Yeah.
To orbit the Earth.
Right.
6 weeks later, we have a joint session of Congress. President Kennedy says stirring words: put a man on the moon, return him safely to Earth before the decade is out. Go earlier a couple of paragraphs in that same speech. If the events of recent weeks couldn't even utter the man's name.
Right.
The event.
That's crazy. That's how it be. It's just just the point of doing it. Like, didn't even say who it was that did it, but I don't even remember who did it when
events of recent weeks are any indication of the impact of this adventure on the minds of men everywhere, then we need to show the world the path of freedom over the path of tyranny.
Voldemort is back.
What that have to do with anything?
Dumbledore, I tell you, Voldemort is back.
The enemy is established.
Right.
The godless enemy is.
I like their conversations though. I'm not gonna lie. I've been real interested in humans and the moon. The moon got me more interested in humans and Mars and stuff like that, and how we were created and where did we come from and stuff like that.
Established.
Right.
The checks were written.
And yeah, well, there you go.
And they'd already beaten us with the first animal in space, Laika. They did already beat us at all of that. We needed something to beat them. So we said, let's.
So they took an animal to space first and just left the dog by itself there in space?
Go to the moon.
We're going to land on the moon.
And walk around.
Even
though they beat us in all these other categories.
Right.
And we did. So what happens? We get to the moon, look over our shoulder, no Ruskies. We're done here. So did we really go to explore?
No.
Or did we go to just beat the Russians?
Right.
We have not been back to the moon in 50 years. So you know how many scientists went to the moon?
0?
One. Do you know which mission?
No.
The last mission.
17.
So we had the astronauts do science experiments. It's not that no science happened.
No.
But don't fool yourself into thinking this was all for exploration.
Right.
It was muscle flexing on the geopolitical sphere during a Cold War when we're fighting a hot war in Southeast Asia against that enemy. We don't go back to
it's a distraction.
The moon. Not in the 70s, not in the 80s, not in the 90s.
And why? Why?
Oh, wait a minute, in the 20-teens, let's go back to the moon. What a great idea. We're long overdue. It's been half a century.
Yeah. I wonder how the moon's doing.
Okay. Why did we have these
The same way it's been doing other years.
thoughts? Let's part the curtains. What else happened in the 20-teens? China says they want to put taikonauts on the moon.
Oh.
Taikonaut, their version of a cosmonaut, our version of an astronaut.
Right.
Oh my gosh, China's going to the moon. If there's ever a reason for Congress to reinvigorate the funding to go back to the moon, it was that.
Can't have
so
China.
we announced program to return to the moon.
We go to the moon. Not because it's easy, but because it's, I don't know, is there money there?
And so this happens under the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Okay. So Trump says, let's go back to the moon.
Yeah.
And the program to return to the moon has one of the best names ever.
Space Force?
No.
No, what is it?
Artemis.
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 Yes.
So who is Artemis?
This is interesting right here too, for sure.
In Greek mythology.
Hertz cars are new.
That's so interesting. He definitely breaks it down to make you understand some understanding that I didn't understand at all.
Sister of Apollo.
Look at that.
You can't get more woke than that.
That's which is why we're changing the name to get rid of this DEI Artemis chick.
And so right now, there are like 3, 4, 5 such missions planned.
Okay.
But each one, just as the original Apollo mission, each mission was a little more ambitious than the next.
Okay.
Right? as you heard, Apollo 10, they went halfway down, came back up.
I love the incremental approach.
It's incremental.
I love it.
And the press can talk about each increment because each increment is more than what happened before.
Yeah, no.
Each thing is a progress.
Yeah, and they didn't even talk about the first one when they went with just the robots just went, or at least I wasn't aware of it. It ain't become big enough.
Wheel.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, remember the Saturn V?
Yeah.
I got it right here.
That's it.
I got it right here.
It's all rocket.
It's all rocket.
It's just all
it's all
rocket.
rocket. Right on up to here, and then right up to here, and then you get the astronauts.
Right.
There's 3 of them. We had Mercury had 1 astronaut. Gemini, how many did they have?
Maybe 2.
Yeah. Apollo 3, all increment up to landing on the moon. So they're up here in this little capsule right here.
Exactly.
Little capsule. And this is the Cape Tower. If something bad happens, this launches and carries the capsule and its residents away from this
The bomb down there.
bomb that they're sitting on top
exactly.
of. Okay. So we got one of those as well, but it's specially designed for the future. It's called the Space Launch System, SLS. So it has not only a big old giant rocket, it's got what we're familiar with now with the space shuttle. It's got 2 solid rocket boosters on the side. The value of that is you use up their fuel, and when they're done, you just drop them away.
There you go.
You don't want to
carry
empty tanks. Empty tanks. And then the main rocket will also have multiple stages as well. This was the brainchild of Werner von Braun.
Mm-hmm.
Multi-stage rockets.
Right.
Without him, we'd all have these bullet-shaped V2-looking rockets that are not multi-stage. It was his idea to do this. You drop away things you don't need anymore, and that way the remaining thrust is pushing on a lower mass object.
Right.
So the SLS, with the capsule included, is about the same size as the Saturn V. But here's a good way to think about how big it is. Let's compare it to the Statue of Liberty. Except that's not the right comparison. Let's make the Statue of Liberty its actual size relative to the SLS. So it's about the same size as the Saturn V.
Okay.
But it has the help from these solid rocket boosters on the side.
Okay.
All right. Point is, the capsule, which is containing and protecting the life forms, there are things like the original capsule was not expressly designed to protect you from radiation.
Right.
It might incidentally do so because it's made of metal and whatever, but this is radiation insulated. It has other life support systems to protect the occupants, and then comes back.
Okay.
Okay? That's a very Apollo 80 of them. 8.
Right.
8E. To go to the moon and then come back. That's the first time we've sent astronauts off of the Earth to a destination since 1972, since Apollo 17.
Damn.
54 years.
I'm going to say that's tragic.
What year was 54 years before we landed on the moon? It was 1914. So you see how far we went from 1914 to 1969.
That's terrible.
That's how I think about where we should be in space.
That's terrible.
Okay. So Artemis 4, scheduled for the future, will take the crew and they will land on the moon targeting the South Pole.
Okay.
The South Pole, we have crater rims where the sun, which never gets very high in the sky, that's happens when the sun is in the sky when you're near the poles. And there are craters that are so deep with rims so high, the sun never reaches the bottom of the thing. So when comets hit and they deposit water molecules on the surface, if it's where the sun hits, it evaporates. If it goes in the middle of the crater,
it's there.
It's a cold trap.
And we got it for water.
It's forever. And so you can, quote, mine those molecules out for water. You can turn it into rocket fuel, separating the hydrogen and oxygen.
I'm starting to see the motivation here. China is going to go. We like, that water's ours, China.
So the South Pole is the object of affection these days.
Yeah.
Not only China has sent rovers there, Russia has sent a rover. One of them crashed, I think. We've sent a spacecraft to the South Pole. So that's where everybody's sort of gathering right now. And if it's going to be a turf war, it's going to be there. And we didn't want to be left out. There it is.
There it is. Once again, it comes down to the fact that we don't want to get beat.
We have a real or perceived threat from an adversary that we are reacting to. But that's not.
Something might always come down. The United States don't want to lose. They want to be the first one to do it all. But hey, they don't want to miss out on nothing, I see.
Going to be in the top cover.
What does our treaty say about, like, water is now a commodity on the moon? So what does our treaty say?
There's the Outer Space Treaty, which was modified, updated to become the Artemis Treaty.
Oh.
It's signed by 50, 60 countries.
Okay.
Not China, not Russia.
Oh.
They came up with their own treaty that they signed among themselves. Okay, so they got a treaty. We got a treaty. The treaty means you help each other in need. You don't hide secrets.
What a perfect opportunity to showcase cooperation
To
amongst
reinvent
nations.
ourselves as a cooperative
as
species.
a cooperative species. Like we're not on Earth anymore. Like we can't even go to the damn moon and work together. You would think look, let's all work together. We can all get this water because guess what? You know, whoever gets it, we need it to get to Mars or wherever else. Ugh.
It's the old watering hole problem with tribes.
Yep.
All over again.
Except on the freaking moon.
So I just want to sort of celebrate the fact that we are going back, even though it's 50 years later.
Right.
I'm happy we're going back.
Right.
I understand the motive. I'm not delusional about that. That crew going to the moon looks more like America than the original, Mercury 7.
Not if I can help it.
Oh, by the way, Trump puts it in, and who follows Trump as president? Biden. He doesn't cancel it.
Nope.
He keeps it.
He was asleep, that's why.
No.
Anyway.
So everybody keeps the space goal.
Right.
Because it transcends politics.
It does.
And you realize NASA has 10 centers in 8 states. And those 8 states variously at the general election vote 4 red, 4 blue, 3 red, 5 blue, 5 red, 3 blue. It is embedded in the political spectrum of the country. So if someone does not like NASA, that is insufficient information for you to know what party they vote for.
There you go.
That's how you embed it in.
See?
Kind of how I see it.
There it is. Congratulations, NASA. The only thing...
Let's look at some what's names too while we... Let's see. I don't know if they... Nah, I think it's NA. Let's see if it's something. See if we can look at some. I don't think nothing going on. They're getting close. How long? Are they only 17,000 miles away? They're not far. Oh, this is a picture from... This is the actual picture. Bro, they close. It's so bright. What is that stuff? Is that stuff that's just flying in space? What is this? Why didn't they take... Hold on. Hold up. International Space Station. Oh, they got videos from the space station? That's sweet. It's zoomed in too far though. I don't know what that's gonna do. 2800.
We're getting ready for our lunar flyby today, which is happening today, flight day 6. What I'm going to do is take a moment and explain some of the milestones that are coming up later on, and I will be doing this in Central Daylight Time.
They close to the moon.
At 12:56 p.m., Integrity passes the Apollo 13 distance record by humans. This will be at 248,655 statute miles from Earth. At 1:45 p.m., the lunar observation period begins. Moving forward at 5:44 p.m. Central Daylight Time, we have a loss of signal as Integrity begins its transit behind the moon. Then at 6:02 p.m., Integrity will make its closest approach to the moon at a distance of 4,070 miles. At 6:07 p.m., Integrity reaches its farthest distance from Earth at a distance of 252,760 miles. That's about 4,105 miles farther than Apollo 13. At 6:25.
Not much. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below what y'all thinking about all the space and moon talk.
This digital calendar, lightening my mental load, makes it worth every penny. I wasn't fully convinced the Skylight calendar would be able to do it until I finally...
You know, back when I was still having sex with men who wore Adidas slides and dirty white socks, you know the ones.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. That's crazy to say, but we're going to listen to more that she got to say.
I wish I could tell me then that I'd be married to like a whole ass pediatrician sitting outside in our backyard by the fire he built me, drinking an old fashioned, waiting for him to come downstairs to join me because he's putting our kids to bed.
It's all about approach. It's all about approach on what you say, how you say. Like, it just sounds bad coming out how you said it. Like, it just sounds bad.
Marry the nerd.
A couple of days ago, I accidentally went viral for a video I did.
Exactly. You saying marry the nerd. Like, geez, like, it's like some stuff, that's the problem with social media. Some stuff is not supposed to be said. And then it's like, oh, I was the, you know, speaking as them terms, like, oh, I was the backup. Like, I was, you know, you was tired of sleeping around with them. Now you know, oh, let me finally figure it out.
Last week, telling women to marry a nerd. I also made the cardinal mistake of admitting to having sex before I met my husband. I'm guilty of the exact
Yeah, you never do that. We don't want to know about your past.
same thing their mother is, having sex. I'm not guilty of having sex with a dumbass. That's true, but still, in my video.
You are guilty of having sex with a dumbass because that's what you were doing before you married him. That's what you were saying that you were doing, right or wrong? Am I misreading that? I don't know. Everybody's got their own opinion, though.
So all I was trying to do was tell women to not have sex with the type of men who produced the dudes in my comments. And men from all across the internet are making think pieces about it. You know, I'm a slut, I'm a skank, I got trains run on me, my husband...
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna say all that, but, you know, you made the video, so people gonna talk about it.
Was my last option. I settled, he settled, may this love never find me, that kind of thing.
You said what you said. You said what you said, how you said it. So you telling people, you know, what to do. It's all about approach on how you say something. But, you know, she didn't mean no ill will to it. She was just trying to teach the younger generation, you know, stop messing around with them guys that ain't no good for them. But
before I met my husband, I used to eat men like that, like the ones in my comments, alive for funsies. And I know the joke, oh, you used to swallow dick. Oh, God, make better jokes.
Yeah, you do.
You guys have been telling the same fucking jokes since like the Salem witch trial. Like, you know in The Wizard of Oz when the lion tries to scare Dorothy and she like goes like, what the fuck are you doing? And he goes, oh, I'm actually like, I just need some courage. Like a lot of you are just trying to figure out how to be a man. And that's how it comes through. Like, you're really that mad that you took time out from your job at Publix.
But you made the video. Why don't you think people gonna comment back on what you made, what you said? You said it. You started it. You started it. Why you didn't start off with the nerd then? That's the whole thing. Like, you got to understand what you said. Like, why didn't you start off with this person then? Say, oh, I used to always date these people because that was the people that you're interested in, clearly. Like, why didn't you start off with the nerd? Like,
to do a 45-second think piece on a married woman.
So let's unpack this for a second because I did see the video previously And I neglected to
I didn't see it.
react to it because I didn't think anything was really to it. I didn't watch any of the other guys' think pieces, but I'm assuming that just based off of looking at her and realizing that she's throwing ad hominem attacks and she doesn't like the response to it while at the same time leaving a video up. How do I know that the video was still up? Because somebody sent me this one. I remembered her, and then I went to her profile and I went and see if the video was still up, and it is still up. And the message that she is giving is...
That's what you wanted to give. You believe in your message. So ride with what people's opinions about your message is. Don't try to act like you didn't say what you said, because you said what you said.
Is very much aligned with what it is that she's mad about, and if she didn't care about it, then she wouldn't be making a response video to it. But she cares about it, and she's doing the ka and all of that stuff, and the Wizard of Oz and everything. But the reality is this, and again, I have not seen any of the other think pieces or anything like this, but let's just keep it 100, bro. She said, I used to be with the dudes with the slides and the Nike Techs. That's bad. And the first thing that I think is happening, and she may not care about it, but she put the video out, and I'm sure he's seen it, and she's probably disgusted with him, is that it's embarrassing to her husband that she said
right there
that she used to be with guys with Nike Tech Fits and the slides, because it's basically painting him out to be a sucker. Now, she may not think that because she's looking at it from a woman's lens and a woman's perspective, but to the world, she's...
Don't say something and only think of it at your angle, because your angle, nobody's angle is right. So when you come out with something and say something, don't just think in your angle, because your angle is 9 times out of 10 not right, because nobody's is.
She's presenting him out to be a sucker. Real talk. Now, she wants to come on here and say, well, the only thing that I'm guilty of is having sex before marriage. No.
You're not.
The thing that you painted, again, because we can only go based off of what she said, the image that you painted was that you were guilty with messing with dudes that didn't give a fuck about you, right? And they just wanted to slide on you and dog you out and get the best of you. And then you left your husband, and then it makes it seem like your husband has gotten the best of the rest of you. And now he the sucker that got caught up putting the kids to bed and valuing you more than the person that you gave your virginity to. And
exactly. We're going to leave that part out. We're going to leave all that out. Nah, this the picture that you painted.
Let's just be clear. It's not cool to have sex before marriage for these women that keep on promoting this lifestyle. And so now she wants to come back and try to defend herself and say the only thing that I was saying is that you shouldn't have sex, or you shouldn't be getting intimate with men that don't necessarily care about you. But that's exactly what you said that you did. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not just about what you said. What you said was bad enough as far as embarrassing yourself, but it also embarrasses the person that you're with. And y'all may try to cope with it, or you try to make seem like, or he may even say, well, honey, I don't care, none of that stuff. Guys care about that type of stuff.
Yep, because it's the picture that you printed. It's what you saying that you see him. It's the light that you see him in. You may not, and that's the thing, like, you see him like that. You see him as a sucker, because that's what you said. You see him as a sucker, like, oh, this dummy got with me. Like, that's what you said, basically. It's not directly what you said, and it's not directly what you was doing, but it's how it is. Unfortunately, it's the real world. She said her truth, and now you got to deal with your truth. That's why you don't say your truth, to be honest with you, because that's your truth.
They do care. And just because you double down, and just because you throwing ad hominem attacks, and just because you're attacking people for attacking what you said, your argument, now you want to get in your feelings and get emotional about it, and it's your fault.
No, just ride with your comments that you said. It's okay. It's okay to say what you said, because that's what you believe in. It's okay to believe in what you believe in. What you're saying is the issue that a lot of women do go through. Like, a lot of them go through it, but a lot of them don't too at the same time. A lot of them recognize, like, hey, I'm not about to mess with him because he don't care about me.
This is your fault.
Talking to other women, I don't see the masculinity in it. A lot of you glitch when you hear that a woman has had sex before she met you because you know that you could never measure up in real life. All that practice you've had in your room in the dark with the flashlight, you know, the thing with the vagina on the end, but it looks like a.
Yeah, she's coping right now. It becomes an attack. She's trying to get away from what she said and how she embarrassed him. And I suspect that she left the video up because she don't want to seem like she's cowering out about it. And so now she's going on offense, going on the attack for people.
Yeah, like you don't need to go on the attack. People, you post a video online, move on from it. Like this is the internet. This is content. You know, let's move on. If you'd have moved on, then it wouldn't even went no further. You said what you said. You painted them the picture. You can't. It's the picture that you painted. It ain't nobody else said it. You said it. Like, you said the words. Ain't nobody with all the other stuff that you're saying. Like, you said it. You said, oh, I used to date this with the guys with the slides, with this. Like, this who you used to date. This who you wanted. This your first image, like, oh, this who I wanted to be with. Now, oh, let me go date somebody opposite that's not exactly what I want, but this who I be with. A lot of women do it. But it's the difference between doing it and not saying it. So, and then a lot of women lose them by being, saying the stuff that you're saying too.
Acting to what she put out when she didn't have to put that out, and she didn't expect for it to go viral. But let's listen to all the insults that she has because she's lashing out at guys that ultimately looked at what she said and took it at face value. Like a nightlight. You already know that you would never measure up in real life. And a woman who has had sex.
But that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying to your mate. You're saying this to your mate too at the same time. You saying he's not measuring up to them guys because that's who you was dating first. Like, you're telling more of your truth when the more madder you get, the more of your truth you're telling.
With a human would know that, which is why a woman having sex before she met you scares the shit out of you because you're cooked. I saw this study the other day that said 50% of you have never even asked a woman out in real life. Guys, 50% of you have never even grown the cajones it requires to walk your little ass across the street and ask a woman you think is attractive for her number. And
y'all need to get y'all girl off the internet immediately, bro.
Please.
Get your girl from talking too much off the internet. The internet is still in its infancy, and it's a lot that we have not learned that is going to live forever. And trust me, as a person that is a content creator, and I do well over 50 to 100 million views a month, get your girl from talking too much on the internet. Steph Curry went through it. LeBron.
Please. Like, please, it's just you. The thing I feel like about content creating that some people don't understand about viral videos, like, move on from the video. And I would say that's one thing that Anton does amazingly. Even if a video is going viral, he's moving on from it. Like, it is what it is. I'm not about to keep commenting. That's how you know, I feel like that's how you know the great content creators in between the ones that's really just one-hit wonders sometimes, because they soak into the one viral video instead of, creating content, different content. Okay, that's viral. Let it go viral and let it do what it do, and now create more and different content. Move on from the video. Move on from your opinion on what you made. You made the opinion, you said it, people about to comment on it, people going whatever on it. Not go to something else. Or even if you want to stay in it, but don't live in that part of it. Because that's when you're going to go crazy.
James go through it a little bit. John down the street goes through it a little bit. Stop him, bro. Stop him, please.
In my comments, trying to flame me for dating 10 years ago, baby, it's giving you're a virgin who can't drive. I use the euphemism, look it up.
The virgin thing.
Of dirty socks to talk to women who is my main target. about dating the type of men that ultimately don't align with you long term. Now, the men I dated were in like law school, med school, like, you know, working at Goldman Sachs and stuff like that. So like,
That don't
it was
make
a
it no better though. Like that don't make it no better. Like it's the same thing. They still running through you. Like that's the issue. She keep telling her truth. It ain't making it no better. It's making it worse, to be honest.
I wasn't actually talking about like you. Like, no. Y'all are the same dudes talking about Russell Wilson's
This
so
is
gay.
all lies.
Can you imagine stepping up and like raising a child that wasn't yours?
It's all
She's
cap.
so mad.
Before your shift at the Piggly Wiggly. The audacity. The same man.
Listen up, parents. Want to start?
She might have lost her man off that. I ain't gonna lie.
Who've had children that
But
they're.
this is the main reason why you cannot read comments. This is the main reason, because you will read comments and start to blow up. Comments is a dirty world. You don't want to read them comments. They only taking what they see in the video. You gotta move on from the video. Don't live in that video. Don't keep reading them comments. If you're gonna be a content creator, keep making content. Keep creating different content. That video is done. Go to another one.
Run through.
But she have no. This probably was her first viral video or something. It probably wasn't, but this is just probably the type of content she made. This is the TikTok world. Like, she hurt.
Like your mom was? Like,
she is hurt.
The misogyny is never gonna fly for me. I'm entirely too smart. And frankly speaking,
You not. You not. You can hear that you not. Cause you hurt.
I blame my father. I have entirely too much money at my disposal to give a shit. The amount of you that look like demigorgons, like true demigorgons.
Right there. That's it. Like, you know.
Now you look like
telling women that they are passed around. Sorry, hold on. The married women
All
in my
of this
comments
is,
are like, yeah, I love my IT nerd. I love my software engineer. I love my neurosurgeon. And you guys heard nerd.
All of this
and
is coping, bro. It's all
what?
coping.
Exactly.
You said it.
A nerd. Here, I'll put the definition here. You can find definitions of all kinds in a dictionary. It's a book that has words in it. We'll talk about it later. A nerd is just somebody who's really smart. I just told women to marry smart men. That's it. I married a smart guy. I didn't marry a smart guy because I trapped him. I married a smart guy because we were both at the same grad school. And we ran into each other.
Yeah, after all the other guys you ran into. After you got tired of getting passed around, basically, you know. That's what you said.
Probably why I don't run into you. Do you know the kind of man it takes to deal with me every day? My mouth?
This is all
I married
coping.
the only man I ever met I didn't want to eviscerate. I married the only man I ever met I didn't want to flame and break apart because I could. But you make it easy.
You making it worse and worse. Like, the more you talk, you making it worse.
And I look at your comments and you guys basically circle jerking each other. And all that comes through to me is...
This is bad. This is very
weak,
bad.
How unoriginal. And how small you are. I think a lot of you have a humiliation kink. And I didn't go to school for that, but I'm a fast study. If you would like me to continue to humiliate you, you're going to have to pay me for it, though. So I'll send my Venmo and my Cash App and my PayPal, and you can send me money, and we can do this offline.
Yeah, this is a coping mechanism. I'm not going to get into all of that. The reality is that she said what she said. People did not misconstrue what she said, and they translated it effectively. And now she's trying to clean it up, and then she's going on an offensive and trying to insult the people instead of just having a conversation or taking the video down or, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can do what you want to do, but you can't complain about people when you put the video out publicly. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
Yep, you cannot. Yep, let me know, guys. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. This is a crazy one right here. What's next? Oh, this one is crazy too. This one.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about.
Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all right now, if we don't leave Houston with an STD, we ain't complete the mission. Exactly.
And make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. This is crazy for sure. For sure.
Good Lord. This generation got some of the proudest whores I've ever seen in my life.
Seriously though, proud about it too. But you know, they is what they is.
Man ain't got nothing that good that's worth you being outside in the public degrading yourself as a woman.
Why y'all folks out there for spring break when y'all got some fat ass cold sores on y'all lips?
People are using AI to edit their my charts. This is not a joke anymore.
This video is sponsored by Evie, which actually ties into today's conversation more than you.
That y'all just met at the club the night prior?
And trust me, once you see where this conversation will eventually lead to.
How though? Like, how you spring break is Freaknik? Yeah.
It gets a whole lot darker very fast. Spring break has always been known for partying, bad decisions, and giving the locals a reason to hate the month of March.
Every year, police, residents, and hotel owners in Fort Lauderdale cringe when the month of March rolls around.
Missing. Mind you, this whole event was designed to raise money for kids, meaning the setting mattered.
It's not that there are children around, it's that the rodeo is for children. It is quite literally.
His head, no, all the way down. You can see everything. And then, not only that, I've seen other videos. Where is the respect gone? What is going on?
If we want to be honest.
Exactly, because you can kind of hide in a, what's the name, where nobody at. Like, you just going in public.
That sounds like
a lot of stuff with social media, you got to take with a grain of salt. A lot of stuff ain't real with social media, too. A lot of this stuff is fake, too, just to drive clicks and just to, you know, push up and make you think something is not something. So some stuff is real and some stuff is fake for sure too.
Like a case of intoxicated, maybe unstable people that just wanted a show. You nasty.
Oh, you nasty.
And everyone knows spring break can get wild, but no one was expecting to have 4K footage of it. But there's multiple stories of multiple videos of multiple cases with multiple people just doing it all over Houston in the name of spring break.
Y'all not doing spring break right. Like, it's literally giving fest. Like, for real, it's giving fest. What is going on?
All the sexcapades and all the people who happened to witness this started speaking out, and let's just say their opinions weren't very quiet.
And good Lord, this generation got some of the proudest whores I've ever seen in my life. Y'all.
But the thing is, what y'all gotta understand, social media is not real. People find something and just talk about it and make it seem like something is not something. Whatever is clickable and whatever seems just the most ratchet, nastiest stuff, they gonna try to make it seem like it's not.
I don't give a damn.
And
we're just gonna talk about it and keep talking about it so it can push.
Need to say this, no one should be pointing fingers at the women without pointing fingers at the men too. But as women, I do believe that we should hold ourselves to a certain standard. That standard just being basic self-respect for ourselves.
And see, nobody's teaching the females how to be young ladies no more. Cause y'all out in Houston doing what? A man ain't got nothing that good that's worth you being outside in the public degrading yourself as a woman for. Man ain't got, I promise you a man ain't got nothing that good. I think it's just more so of being reminded that nobody's teaching. It
ain't all about men, it's about women. It's not about the man really at all. It's about them. They doing that for them.
Teaching the girls how to be young ladies no more. See, we can't even get to clowning the men and talking about the men when the self-respect isn't even in the room with us.
Nevertheless, since we live in the day and age where those wild activities don't just become some distant memory or that one wild spring break story that stays in the group chat forever, now everything is content, and that content eventually spreads and becomes a trend. And usually in the most humiliating way possible.
And if y'all was gonna be getting in Houston while y'all got a back out home, the least you could have did was to leave after you got. Now your on the internet looking like a goofy. And it's multiple videos going around like that. Talking about first day in Houston. Oh my God.
Hashtag first night in Houston quickly spread online. And I do want to disclaim, while some of these videos may be staged for clout, the reaction
right there. Most of them, I'm honestly, I would say 75% of this stuff, probably 90% of this stuff is framed for clout. Like, just to be honest with you, and it's just about who sells it the best.
To them became very real.
But people are ratchet though. You know, people are ratchet though. So they do ratchet stuff. I will say that.
That being said, in these videos, people aren't just having flings, they're recording or recreating the morning after. Almost like showing off the reward or trophy they got to end the night with.
Not y'all getting caught in Houston in beds that y'all just met at the club the night prior. Y'all sitting up here getting towed up, drunk up, then y'all spending the night. You don't never spend a night at the house you just met the night before. Then you over there slumped up. You so damn knocked out. You can't even feel him recording your looking like a goofy bitch.
And this is where it started to spiral, because now they're turning the comments into Yelp. Real or not, one of these instances even led to one of the women being recognized and getting reviewed in the comments. This video has 13 million views, 1.8 million likes, and just a few of the comments read, "I can't lie, she gets a 10 out of 10, she went crazy," and "best I ever had on my roster," and "he got my old eater." I'm not even gonna try to think about what that means. This whole trend proves to
social media is just, it's so fake. Like, it's so fake. Nothing is real. So I'm gonna kind of end this right. I'm gonna end this video right here. I like how she do her videos, but she's buying into the fakeness of social media. Like, it's not real, bro. It's not real. It's not a real place.
Big news, Mint
place.
just launched Home Minternet, 5G home internet for $30 a
and stating that thousands of people may be infected from the spring break festivities. Remember when I said that around this mark, you may want to put the snack away?
That shit on your lip got some shit on its lip. Count me out. At this point, everybody that went to Houston together probably ain't friends no more. People was humping everywhere. Humping on cars, humping in bathrooms. It didn't.
Fat cold sores on y'all lips.
That's why Deshae did what he did. But it's so, what we gotta understand is everything is about how can I trend? How can I set the internet off? And honestly, I think this is just people already have all of them diseases. Like, that's already the case, with or without the Houston. That ain't had nothing to do with it. That's just regular. But everything today is about how can I trend? What can I do to set the internet off, to make everybody want to react to it and go crazy? And this was a way. I'm gonna end this video right here. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it, and we'll go from there. I can't keep watching it. It's too fake.
Meanwhile, a man says he was afraid for his life as he was attacked by a man who...
A Good Samaritan attack. What world do we live in? This is crazy. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know in a situation where you guys was a good Samaritan.
He stopped to help on the side of a Central Florida expressway.
That man is now in jail facing multiple charges. This happened Monday morning on the 429 expressway.
Hey, and two, if you stopping for somebody, make sure you know, even if you're doing it in the goodness of your heart, make sure you got something to protect yourself. Always make sure you got something to protect yourself, because these people out here is beyond 10. It's not real, bro.
Near the Seidel Road exit in Winter Garden, West 2's Justin Shecker talked with the victim.
want to lose my humanity. We're put on this earth to help each other.
We're definitely put on this earth to help each other. And for this to happen, it amazes me.
And that's exactly what Hans Hamilton tried to do Monday morning on the 429 Expressway in Winter Garden.
Like, laying down, thinking he out of there. No, we gotta listen. I would say take this video as a lesson to make sure, just in case, how you something you can swing on somebody with, just in case they try to run up on you.
I saw a car crashed. I saw a door open. So being a good person, any human being would see, you would just pull over to check.
As Hamilton parks his Tesla, the man in the red t-shirt appeared to be lying motionless on the ground next to a white Lexus that had slammed into a guardrail.
I rolled down my window. Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? No response. So I'm thinking, this person's dead. So I open up my car door. As soon as I opened that car door, he was off that ground. So he was waiting.
That's what I'm right here. Right, so see, my instincts at this point, I'm almost pulling off. Because I feel like he had enough time to pull off. Like, he up like this. I asked you, is you all right? Is you all right? Is you all right? When I open my door, you get up. I'm shutting my door back at this point. You don't know what you're going to do in the midst of when something is happening. So but I'm watching it so I can say what I'm going to do. But in some sense, I'm going to learn a lesson in this. We all need to learn a lesson in this. When you see some stuff like this, you need to shut that door back and pull off.
So I opened up my car door.
Look at this. He ran towards his car. He had enough time to pull off.
Door, he was off that ground. So he was waiting.
I'm pulling off.
This video from a camera in his car
Jumping
shows the
on
man
my
hop
car?
on the hood of the Tesla, and he starts stomping on the windshield.
So that's on a little incline of 429.
Why you get out the car?
As I was falling backwards, he was jumping off the roof on top of me.
See, you were too nice.
And that's when he started kicking and pummeling me.
He was way, way too nice, bruh. I'm not that nice, bruh. Like, at some point, you gotta protect yourself. And then, like, at this point, like, bro, why are you letting him punch you in the head? Like, how did you get to this point?
Camera captured the ambush attack,
and when you seeing him, like, my thing is, it's so much to dig into this video. It's like when you see him jumping on your car, why you not pulling off? That's what I'm saying, bro. He jumped on my car. I'm skirting this month at this point. Like, he about to get hit by another car. This is his fault. I got to deal with the consequences at that point because I was afraid for my life.
The man
repeatedly punching his head.
I know on the back of my head they counted 8 different bumps.
Like, how many times you gonna let somebody punch you until you gonna do something? I feel like it was some more that could have been done right here. That's just what I feel like. Like, he's just sitting on the ground, letting him punch him.
On top of me. And that's when he started kicking and
Why?
pummeling me.
A different camera captured the ambush attack,
Bruh.
and the man repeatedly punching his head.
I know on the back of my head they counted 8.
Bruh! What are you doing?
Different bumps.
Please.
Plus the kicks to the jaw, which I can finally today, I'm able to eat a thin sandwich, but I still can't open my mouth all the way.
Hamilton says the suspect, later identified as 44-year-old Daniel Coman, threatened to take his life.
The whole time he's hitting me, he's telling me he's going to kill me. And he didn't just tell me. His eyes were void of any humanity. I believed it. So when I was fighting, I knew the last thing I was going to see was not that ground.
Hamilton explained how he managed to get off the ground and away from his attacker.
I cannot beat him strength-wise. So I have to try to incapacitate him. So I think I was pommeling in his jugular vein in his neck.
Deputies arrested Coman for battery.
Like, that's crazy. Like, it took him to hit you that many times to defend yourself. You let him pull you out the car. You didn't have nothing in your car that could have helped you. Like, just, it's so much about this. And I didn't even get to see the whole video. It's just so much about this. I feel like he could have defended himself way more. You sitting on the ground, letting him punch you in the back of your head. You not trying to move. He not even holding you down. You just letting him punch you. You ain't trying to throw no. You ain't trying to get up. You ain't trying to move. You just sitting there. At some point, when are you gonna defend yourself? Throw some dirt in his eyes. Something, bruh. Something. Like, something, fight back.
Criminal mischief for what he did to Hamilton.
You ain't no kid, bruh. Fight back.
And his car.
See, my fight back, I wouldn't. Listen, when I seen him jump up like that and run towards my car, he wouldn't even been able to jump on my car. He'd almost got hit. He would have got hit by my car down there, to be honest. Like, he jumped on your car. He stumped your windshield out. And then he pulled you out the car. How did he have this much? Like, how did you allow this to happen? That's what I don't understand.
Tried to do Monday morning on the 429 Express.
The level of niceness then went too far, which he shouldn't have to deal with this. But I guess I was raised where I was raised, so my level of niceness not here.
Sway in Winter Garden.
I saw a car crashed. I saw a door open.
We just gotta
being
listen.
A good person, any human being would see, you would just pull over to check.
Yeah.
As Hamilton parks his Tesla, the man in the red t-shirt appeared to be lying motionless on the ground next to a Lexus that had slammed into a guardrail.
I rolled down my window. Hey, are you okay? Are you okay? No response.
Not moving.
Something in this person's
Open his
dead.
door.
So I open up my car door. As soon as I open that car door, he was
look
off
at
that
him,
ground.
bruh.
So he was waiting.
This video from a camera on his car
Jump
shows the
on
man
his
hop on
car.
the hood of the Tesla, and he starts stomping on the windshield.
So that's on a little incline of 429. It pulled me out of my car as I was falling backwards.
How? Do the Tesla don't drive at that point? Because I must be misinformed. So, I don't know. But at some point, bro, you got to fight back. You got to find something in your car. Fight with your phone at this point, bruh. This phone about to be broke because I'm hitting them in the eye with it. Like, bruh, like, I feel like it was so much that could have been done in this point. You allow him to put you out your car. He stumped your window out. You didn't drive off. I don't even understand. Maybe the car couldn't drive off because it's a Tesla. And, well, but as soon as he hopped on my hood, I was driving. Really, at this point, when he pointing at me, look at him going crazy. Look at this. I'm driving off. I'm backing up. I'm driving. Like, he about to get hit by my car. Because this guy is insane.
When that car door, he was off that ground. So he was.
Look. This guy's insane. Insane, bruh. I'm pulling off right here. My car already in drive at this point. At this point over here, my car in drive.
As soon as I opened that car door, he was off that ground.
I'm in drive at this point. I don't know if it's more to this story, but I don't know, bruh. Like, I don't know. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below what y'all think. I don't know on this one. But people are nice and they don't want to defend themselves. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Comment below. We did that one.
So there was some kind of black party going on, and then the white police officer saw him and said, you know what, they're having way too much fun. Let's go mess this up.
Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. These people tried to fight a cop, which is crazy. I don't advise this. First of all, they too calm, and I don't know where this at, but where I'm from, 2 cops, they'd have been called back up. They wouldn't even got into this situation without a few more cars. This situation could have been way more dangerous than it is. I really feel like it might be fake, but I don't think it is. But I feel like this could have got dangerous. Dangerous, and they would have. Back up ain't even a word.
Yo! He didn't do nothing. Just Stop, bro!
He got out the cops' custody. Where is this at? Where this was even allowed? I ain't gonna lie. They'd have had that gun draw. Like, it'd have been a lot of stuff that would have happened within this.
Man, don't touch my baby daddy. That is crazy.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. You went to Kroger's with your grandma? Yeah. Oh.
Crazy. We have stereotypes for a reason. That is insane. I mean, I've seen cops interact with a bunch of white people. People get testy and get angry and upset, but they don't do this.
No, they don't. What herb did you get?
My lavender, my hibiscus, and my chamomile.
Oh.
And I can make grandma buy
You have all this screaming in the background. It sounds like you're at a zoo.
Yeah.
It just sounds like you're at a zoo. And there's a bunch of animals making all kinds of noise. It gets worse. Watch this.
He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he didn't even do nothing.
Don't touch my baby dad.
And they allowed this to happen, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
He's stupid. Bro, you know what's about to happen. She jumping at him. He need backup.
This is nuts.
There go the backup. There we go. Is it hot out there or something?
No, I'm about to get my coat out the car.
All right. Like, bro, you basically people be so not smart. You basically was about to go to jail. You got out of their custody. You got out of custody. Now you like, I'm still just mad. Now I'm about to fight these people. Now I'm about to really go to jail.
Like, these people just screaming.
Well, maybe these cops, maybe we don't got the host to it. Maybe these cops are racist.
I would say it's a better chance that they are racist, not the cops. And I agree. They like to challenge authority when it's coming from a white police officer. I agree with. That's what I've seen.
No, I don't agree with that. You can't come to that assumption. I could already tell what type of people they are, but that's what sells on the internet though too. I'm not agreeing to their technique. I'm not agreeing to what they were doing, but you don't know what led up to what led up, so you can't just jump to the conclusion that you jump into.
Being racist is a 0.
Yeah.
He gave up.
Don't argue with them, y'all.
But at some point, bro, just walk away. Like, just walk away. You ain't got to do all this. See, that's the whole other thing. Like, you don't have to do all this. Look. He was dumb, bro. I just said he was free. They basically let him go. But you wasn't free, bro. You were going to jail. But you were supposed to go in the house and get away from the situation. You wanted to get back involved and make them remember that I was taking you to jail. Like,
It's crazy. You know when you look at National Geographic and like there's a lion stalking like birds of prey, and they always go for the weakest one straight away, right? And he came and got one.
No, that is funny.
Look, he goes stray off.
Look.
Pack of lines right there. What is this?
I don't even understand this. Why did he grab him? I don't even get why he grabbed him. I'm confused about this whole video, bro. I don't even understand this video. Maybe we gotta watch more of it.
No, you need to control your face. No, you need your bag stuff, bro. He needs bag stuff. He needs bag stuff. He needs bag stuff. I'm gonna tell you that. I live this way. Yo, white boy trying to catch that. White boy trying to catch that.
That white boy used to wrestle. Yeah. We got reinforcements. Got a black cop in there. What's it the screaming? Yes, that one girl.
I don't know how many times you gotta tell somebody to back up.
God, know.
Bro.
Y'all could have been good. They was gonna let y'all be.
Man, I got anxiety. Hey, for some reason, I just want to run through this wall right here. Look at this woman's face. Looking crazy. You know what? I was at the age of 10 years old, 8 years old, I knew not to behave like this when interacting with a police officer. Like this myth that black people are terrified of cops. No, they're not. They're killing us. They hate cops. If I'm scared of somebody, am I behaving around?
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know where the rest of this video at, but I feel like it's more to the video. But they're right in some senses, like, y'all need to calm down. And he wouldn't even have to go to jail, because he would have been able to get away. They was letting him go. But you still in their face, you antagonizing them, and like, bro, just chill. Back up and go sit where y'all need to sit. And be where y'all need to be. Go in the house for a second. But it's a lot to this story that I didn't see. It wasn't enough in these videos to really give a good, I don't like to really, give good details on stuff when you don't see the whole video in the sense of it. I don't like to assume this and assume that, because we didn't even get to see what started it. What was the people doing? Like, I do understand, yeah, it's a certain way you act around cops, but at the same time, it's still respect to be respect. Like, both sides got to respect each other. You don't know if this cop came to him disrespectful and, okay, I just supposed to automatic respect him because he a cop. No, that's not true. He's supposed to respect me too. Like, this is not a world where, oh, you do exactly what I say when I say do it. And some cops got that in their head. That's how they roll. And I would need to see a little bit more details in it before I would automatically assume, yeah, it was a lot of wrong done in this video, but yeah, tell me, how did it get to this point too? That's what I would want to know too, before I would get to automatically assuming that, oh, these black people were just all wrong, they ratchet, they shouldn't have did this, they shouldn't have did that. But did they get antagonized to get to that point too? So that's where I would be at with it. Definitely wasn't enough details in this video to show the whole entire thing. But make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all think about it. Oh yeah.
When I started my record label, the business side of things, taxes, finances.
Dashcam video captures the shocking moment a Pennsylvania highway turns into a runway.
Was crazy. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what y'all feel about this plane landing on the freeway. How would you react seeing a plane land on a freeway while you driving? And which this plane got skills and he got smarts, because he like, hey, I gotta land somewhere. And he landed in between cars too. Like, bruh, speed up. I need a spot. Give me one of these spots, bruh, because we about to land.
First responders rushing to the scene.
Has the airport been notified? Tower.
A small prop plane threading between speeding cars Saturday morning on Interstate 78 outside Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Man, luckily it was a freeway right there where he can land at, because that was amazing.
An incredible emergency landing, stunning drivers on the road.
Wow. You see this in the news, but you don't see this in real life.
The FAA says 2 people were on board this Rockwell Commander reporting engine issues. State police say the 2 were on their way to the NCAA basketball tournament in Indiana. They may be late.
And people want flying cars. What do you think? This is why we ain't got no flying cars yet, because just imagine what's going to happen when a motor go out in a flying car and how people going to try to force the issue of the flying. Like, oh, it ain't, my car ain't that, my car ain't that bad flying. Yeah, about that.
To the game, but they're safe and uninjured tonight.
It is pretty remarkable, but fortunately there were no injuries. He did the best
Breakdowns is the issue.
he could given the circumstances.
The plane bringing traffic on the interstate's eastbound lanes to a standstill.
Cars have started to try to turn around on the interstate.
Aerial views show a line of vehicles backed as far as the eye can see as first responders worked to tow the plane.
As it got closer, I was like, that plane's really freaking close to me. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was holding my breath the entire time. I was like,
The FAA and state police.
Hey, I wonder if she had a dash camera. Was that like a Tesla? Because Tesla got 1,000 cameras.
Are now both investigating. Ryan Chandler, NBC News.
We thank you for watching, and remember.
Yeah, no, that was insane right there. Let me know if y'all what would y'all react to a plane. And I'm happy they was able to make it out of there alive and everything was positive. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And that's a wrap, people. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment below. If you got to the end of this whole video, I definitely appreciate you. And let's get to editing.